Hello again, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener. I am back from vacation. We're going to wrap up the series on lighting up your backyard. Today's episode is all about architectural lighting. This covers lighting up the house, lighting up walls, lighting up not plants, but lighting up everything else in the backyard. We're going to use a lot of the same lights we've talked about in earlier episodes. We're just going to kind of show you how to use those lights to light up the backyard buildings and walls. So let's get started. And again, a lot of this focuses on different kinds of uplights. So for example, on this particular wall, they have narrow beam uplights on the plants, but then nice wide wall washes on the wall behind the fire pit. And in this one, it's kind of neat because they used wide wash uplights in the beam structure of the shade house so that it lights up that architecture beautifully. You can also use those same wide washes on the front of the house to contrast with the trees in the front as well. So the trees will get one type of light and the house gets another type of light, and that's how you get these really cool shadow effects. You can also put a little bit of gel on those, and we'll talk about gels in just a minute. All of the photos, well, almost all the photos you see in this are courtesy of the FXL webpage and Hunter Industries, so thank you for letting me use these photos. This one's kind of neat. They use the narrow beams to highlight the roof gables, kind of a really cool way to use low voltage lighting. Here they again wall wash the walls and then do a nice wide beam on the plants in the interior of the courtyard. And also to see all these different lights and the different kinds of products, make sure to go to the FXL webpage. Alright, let's talk really quickly about lighting gels. So all of these different lights, as you see, you can take the wide beams and narrow beams and put these glass gels on them. There's really two different ways to gel a light. The first is with glass gels that you can install on the low voltage light, which is what you see here at this particular house. They used it for both the palm trees and the birds of paradise and the actual house itself to create a kaleidoscope of color. Now what's really neat is FXL has come up with these new adaptations for their regular uplights that you can program them with your smartphone to change color. They're really kind of these cool little microchips that they put in the lights, and you can put them on different color settings either automatically or program to change color. It's kind of a really neat thing. Definitely check that out at the FXL webpage. And lastly, on the architectural setting, don't forget to use some underwater lights. So this particular one, they used underwater lighting to light up the fountain, which then lit up the rest of the wall. Let's kind of review a couple of these fixtures really quick. So the LC, as you just saw, is a nice wide beam one for washing walls, and then that one is a really nice one for uplighting narrow areas of the architecture. And lastly, there is that underwater light that I talked about a little bit earlier. Make sure to check out all the low voltage lighting line products at fxl.com. And that is about all we have for time we have for now. Next up in the series, we're going to look at solar lights and how that contrasts with the low voltage lighting. But that is all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe to get more of my videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thanks so much for watching.